Hi, welcome to our YouTube channel Kranti Civil Service Academy. Today we are going to giving a new presentation. Our topic is Maurya Empire. So for further that, let's start something about the background. Hi, myself Shivani Ras. My team members are Selja Di, Mausam Di, Rahul Bhaiya and Rupam. So after that, let's see the topic. Maurya Empire, which was a great dynasty who ruled 321 BC to 185 BC. So the content slide is where we see introduction, Chanakya and Megasthenes, origin of Maurya, sources and other things also. So let's see the introduction. Maurya dynasty, which was a very great dynasty who known as for its vast empire who ruled in the Indian subcontinent. It was established by Chandragupta Maurya with the help of Chanakya and Chanakya Niti. In Maurya Empire, we will see a great army which will help to win a lots of battles like Kalinga War, Takshila battles and a lots of things. If we see, the kings were also propagated lots of religions like Jainism, Buddhism. Jainism were propagated by Chandragupta Maurya and Buddhism were propagated by Ashoka. Ashoka the Great, who get the help of Ashoka Dhamma and also say the message of non-violence. So let's start about the three main kings who are Chandragupta Maurya, who ruled 321 BC to 298 BC, other than Ashoka, Bindusara, and the fourth one is Dhritarashtra and the last one is Brihadatta. So where we get the sources? Our archaeological sources are Kautilya's Arthashastra, Megasthenes Indica, Vishakadatta, Mudra Rakshasa, Puranas, Buddhist literature and Diyavadna, which is a Tibetan Buddhist script who tell us about Ashoka. So first we are going to know about Chanakya, who have main role in this Maurya Empire. He was an ancient Indian polymath who was active as a teacher, methodological, philosopher, economist, and he is a royal advisor also. Megasthenes, who wrote the Indica book, he is a Greek historian and diplomat. So let's about the Chandragupta. Chandragupta, who was established the dynasty, he is great. If we want to know about Chandragupta, how the Maurya dynasty will be the Maurya. First, I want to say that how Maurya dynasty is known as Maurya. There is a lots of philosopher who mention about how it is known as. The first is that due to Chandragupta mother name is Mura, that reason the dynasty is known as Maurya dynasty. And the second one is there is a lots of peacock, due to that this dynasty is called as Maurya dynasty. After that we are going to Mahanandin. Mahanandin was the last ruler of Sisunaga dynasty. Sisunaga dynasty last ruler who is a great in the terms of everything. Mahapadmananda, who was the first ruler of Nanda dynasty. He is the royal barber in the Mahanandin court. But at a time, as we know, there is always a dark chapter in every history. So Mahapadmananda take a time and kill Mahapadmanandin and take all of the royal things in his, and he also kill all of the princes. So for that he established Nanda dynasty. Mahapadmananda is very great king who was the first empire builder. He is also known as Ugrasen. If we see, the last ruler of Nanda dynasty is Dhanananda. Dhanananda was a very greedy king. He don't matter about what he is doing, what he is saying. The peoples of that dynasty is also going very sadly. He also take at the terms of royal tax 1/6 of the royal tax. That reason the people are very sad. Due to that, at a time Chanakya visited to the royal court due to Alexander invasion. When he visited, Chanakya get very insulted by Dhanananda. Dhanananda also mentioned in his statement that he don't want to help any of the dynasty, his neighboring dynasty. Due to that, Chanakya got very insulted, and when he is going, he see the Chanakya, and he gave 1,000 golden coin to his foster parents and take Chandragupta for 7 years of training. After that, Chandragupta became a great king as the terms of he is good in military forces, administrative forces, in economy also. Chandragupta, Chandragupta has two wives. First one is Dhurdara, and second one is Helena. Helena, who is the daughter of Seleucus. There is also a Seleucid empire who is at the throne of Pakistan and Afghanistan. How he takes Seleucid empire? He married. Chandragupta want to get a great relation with all of the members. That reason he married with Helena, and he also getted elephants and many of the things as the terms of gift. Due to that, he get a very good relation and also get the empire. He also expand his empire through Pakistan, Afghanistan and Balochistan also. If we see his grandchildren are Ashoka, Shushmika and Vitasokha, he death in 297 BC. He death in the place of Karnataka. Karnataka, how he death? Just due to Salilekha. In the 23 years, after 23 years of regime, he moved to the Jainism. He accepted the Jainism and moved towards Salekna. Salekna was a process of Jainism where the person don't eat anything. Due to that, he died. But yes, there is also some of the sources who mention that it is a very debatable topic. It is not the truth or it is lie. Anybody don't know. But yes, there is also some of the literary sources of Ashoka like stupas and the literature of Buddhist where he mentioned that this process. If we see, Chanakya used Viskanya on the terms of Chanakya Niti. So that is the story of Chanakya. If you want to know about the story of Bindusara, so I want to call my team member Mausamdi who tell about Bindusara.
Already introduced myself, my team partner Shivani. Now I start my presentation. As per my team presentation topic, my content is Bindusara. Bindusara is the second emperor of Mauryan dynasty. He ruled 297 to 278 BC, and Bindusara's father name is Chandragupta Maurya. He is a founder of Mauryan dynasty. Bindusara's mother name is Durdara according to Jain tradition, and Bindusara religion is a Brahmanism. Bindusara's wife name is Subhadrangi and 15 others according to Jain tradition. Bindusara's son name is mentioned in Ashoka Vedna, Vikas Sok, Susim, Ashoka and 198 others. Bindusara's name and title content. Acharya Chanakya mixed some quantity of poison Chandragupta's food. They can build immunity in Chandragupta, but one day Chandragupta ate poison for her pregnant by Durdara. There were 7 days left for Durdara's delivery. Durdara has died, but her child is still in the womb. But then Chanakya ripped open the stomach and took out the baby in the womb. But few drops of poison had reached the child's head. Then Chanakya was named as Bindusara. Bindusara is also known as a Amitrochatus. Amitrochatus meaning is destroyer of the foes. Let's know about Bindusara's foreign relation. He had a very good relation for neighboring states and foreign countries like Syria, Egypt and also with Greeks. Scholars of Egypt and Syria are also lived in Bindusara's palace as ambassadors. Now know about Bindusara's social life. Bindusara's social life is a very normal. He is known for as administrative skills and military power and her very large family. Bindusara's sources as Dipamamsa, Mahamamsa, Buddhist leaders and Taranatha and etc. about that provide information Bindusara's politics. Bindusara is consolidating his father power, and Bindusara Taranatha is 16th century Buddhist legend that talk about his government a very large victory in southern India, and Bindusara brought 16 countries in the entire thus conquered Indian peninsula. Bindusara had conquered the entire land between the two seas, Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. And Bindusara did not conquer the Dravidian kingdom like Cholas, Pandyas and Cheras, but they had a friendly relation to each other. Now know about Takshashila revolt. In Takshashila's people that cannot happily for Bindusara's imperial rule, then Bindusara assigned her son Ashoka, then told that you can conclude the peoples and they can happening the Takshashila revolt. Then Ashoka's come and they can talk the people, and people say that they cannot against the king, they against the evil ministers cruel behavior. Then Ashoka warned the ministers, and then Takshila revolt was concluded. And Bindusara took the Susim for emperor of Mauryan Empire, but Takshila revolt defeated the Susim. Then Ashoka was the emperor of Ashoka. Let's know about Ashoka. Ashoka's time period was 268 to 23 BC, and Ashoka's content is introduction, sources, politics, administration. Ashoka the Great. Introduction. Ashoka is the third emperor of Mauryan dynasty. Ashoka's father name is Bindusara and Ashoka's mother name is Subhadrangi. Ashoka's religion is Buddhism, and Ashoka was born in 304 BC. And Ashoka stated that Hindukush in the north, the ranges of Takshila to Mysore in the south, and Bengal in the east, and Iran, Pakistan, Baluchistan in the west. And Ashoka's administration has very highly level. Ashoka's administration under some sources that provide Ashoka's administration information like Buddhist, Jain, Greek, and etc. Ashoka's administration under many posts are very important, like Yuvraj, just like a crown prince. Just like a crown prince, and Mahamantri just like a prime minister, Senapati just like a general, and priest just like is Purohit just like a priest, are the most important part of administration advisory of council in Ashoka's. And Ashoka's 5 provinces divided into Uttarapatha, capital Takshila, and Avantiratha, capital is Ujjain, and Uttarapatha, capital is Toshali, and last is Parchayapatha, that's capital is Suvarnagiri. And Ashoka's administration is divided into Pradesha, and Pradesha is divided into Vesayas, and Janapada subdivided into villages. And Bindusara's politics. Bindusara politics is very, all persons that know. Bindusara's Takshila revolt ended very good. Then her father that they killed her 98 brothers, and they can sit the ascend the throne. And Bindusara's Kalinga war. Bindusara's Kalinga was time period 262 to 261 BC. Kalinga is in the feudal kingdom to located in this time present Odisha to northern parts of Andhra Pradesh. And Kalinga war is a very important for because he is his military power is very powerful. And causes of Kalinga war. Ashoka's grandfather Chandragupta that tried for Kalinga, that they can failed to, that is one of the reason to Ashoka's conclude the Kalinga. And Kalinga was a very important because the strategic point of view of Kalinga had controls the sea routes and land routes. And Kalinga was a very important and result of Kalinga war. Kalinga war after a very massive loss of property and life, and Kalinga war is after Ashoka was converted into Buddhism, and they can decided to her kingdom was concluded to peace and tolerance. And why call the Ashoka the Great? Ashoka is widely known as the Ashoka's edicts, but Ashoka's vision to all the peoples in all corners to spread the Buddhism and Ashoka was also known as love, truth, tolerance, and non-violence. Then also is connected with peoples. Then this is called the Ashoka the Great. Now I call my team partner Rupam, then told about Ashoka's Dhamma.
Now I am going to give an addition information about Ashokas. For my team members for Mausamdi is related for Ashokas, and I am continue and finish the Ashoka life. For I am starting for Dhammas. Dhamma is the great policy of Ashoka's life, because he is the after the Kalinga War he changed of Buddhism and he started for policy of Dhammas. In Dhamma is the main importance for people's life, because he is the helpful and not aggression and non-violence of Dhamma's policies. And Dhamma is the greatest in people's importance, because he is the any pillars for helpfuls for Dhamma related. And Dhamma is the associated mention about Ashoka is the 7 points is good, because firstly for no killing humans, second is no destruction of properties, and third is to survive the respect parents and adults, fourth is to respect the teachers and mentors, fifth is good behaviors slaves and servants, and sixth is to spendless, and seventh is to privilege. Is Dhamma is the greatest policy of Ashoka times, because he is the firstly religions Ashoka is the Brahmin religion, but after the Kalinga War he changed of mind and Buddhism, because he is the guilty feel of Kalinga War, because his reason of Kalinga was for women's killings and children's in Kalinga was for killings, and any people, thousand of people is killing in Kalinga War. He is not comfortable for mind and repeating for Kalinga War's situations, and for he is the converted for Buddhism, because he is the reason of mind is relaxed, and he is the good for policy of Dhammas, because he is the non-violence is the not good, violence is the not good for peoples. And for example of in the 30s rock, major rock pillars, Ashoka considered Dhamma Vijay to be the greatest victorias, and Ashoka is the first empire in the world to history create this policy of Dhammas imperated victorias without violence. Is good point of Dhammas in people's lives. And my second topic is religions. Religions of related of Dhammas, because the Dhamma is a Prakriti name and Sanskrit name of Dharmas, and because of Ashoka is the religion change of Brahmins, and firstly Brahmins and second of Buddhism, because reason of Kalinga Wars, and second is Ashoka is not the all peoples for pressure is the you choose of the Brahmin is Buddhism the God, because he is the great peoples, because any is the religion for choosing in people's freedoms in religion choose, and Ashoka is he Buddhism converted for 2073 BCs, and he never tried to impose his religion on his subject for peoples, and good religions, and my second topic is art and architectures. Art and architecture is good points of Ashoka times, because it is the not Chandragupta for art and architecture, not built by pillars and stupas, but Ashoka is the great and built by pillar, because he is the mind change, and built by pillars is firstly for court art, for royal building. The mention about the royal building is the Megasthenes is the describe the Ashoka art in empire times, and second is about Patliputra mention. Megasthenes mentions it has 64 entrance and 570 towns, and secondly for pillars, the first pillars in Ashoka built of Vaisali is Koliha pillars, and in term of pillars in Ashoka for Sarnath pillars is the fourth for motifs of associates such as Sarnath pillars. Firstly for one lion it appear of found was the Vaisalis, Loria Nandagarh, and the Rampurva pillars, and second of elephant in elephant capital was found on Sekizaz, and second of bull it is the found was Rampurva pillars, and last is four lions is the Sarnath and Sanchi pillars, and my second of caves in art and architecture. For caves is The, it is the beginning of caves is a rock cut and built by caves in architectures, and second of cave is a simple structure but is a highly polished enter, and second of stupa is the legs of stupas built by Ashoka's times, but he is the first, but he is the oldest stupa in Uttar Pradesh. So, Uttar Pradesh, and he is the oldest one is Uttar Pradesh stupas, and stupa is the great of structure because he is the firstly of one circulars divided and drums and harmikas and related of chatura, and my second is societies of Ashokas. Societies of Ashoka is not a mention about anything, but he is the related of society of Ashokas. He is the great because he is the importance of societies is Megasthenes was related of Ashoka society. Is the Jati Varna systems is the society of Ashokas, and mention about the Chanakya is the misbehavior for humans is not good and punishment for peoples in a society of Ashoka. And last of economics of Ashoka. Firstly, economics of Ashoka is the socials work, people's work, and Ashoka was the people work is the build of roads and anything for helpful in building. And second of economics of growth of your agriculture and hard crafts is my complete of your information, and my second of my team member of Seljadi.
Hello everyone, my name is Selja Rajgupta. Today I am here to give a quick brief on Maurya Empire facts. It was a great dynasty. It was a great dynasty that ruled on undivided India. In this dynasty, women get too much respect. According to Wikipedia, 84,000 stupas were built by them across India. Buddhism were also propagated by Ashoka. Population of South Asia during Maurya period between was 15 to 30 million. They had 9,000 elephants, they had 9,000 elephants, 3,000 cavalries, and 6 lakh foot soldiers. Now I would like to conclude my words and call Rahul for giving further information on this topic.
Thanks for the calling. Before starting post Maurya, we should know how did Maurya Empire decline. So here is the some of the reason. Firstly, Mauryan Empire was the largest and powerful empire in Indian history. But who founded Chandragupta and the Mauryan Empire reached its peak during the Ashoka. So, however, it is fell and decline. So, here are the some of the reasons to fail and decline. Firstly, weak successor. After the death of Ashoka, Mauryan Empire became the weak successor, which they couldn't maintain their territories, their vast unity. So, and the second thing is that is the weak economic instability. because of the weak successor, they have no mainly revenue source to spend many of the things. That's why their revenue goes in down. And the third one is that military weakers, because of the corruption and because in the unity, they have no their army become the weaker. So that's why they have no any power to and the external pressure and internal pressure also happen, and it is complex processes to decline. So let's start the Mauryan, post-Mauryan. Post-Mauryan. Decline of the Mauryan Empire to the rise of the Gupta period, it's known for the post-Mauryan. In the post-Mauryan, we have the after decline of the Mauryan Empire, Indian subcontinent divided into three parts. Firstly, native rulers, foreign rulers, and Sangam rulers. In native rulers, we have to see the Sunga empires, Kanva empire, and Satavahana empires. Firstly, Sunga empire. Sunga, its information we get from resources, Puranas, Manu Smritis, Ayodhya inscriptions, and many more. So and the Sunga empire mainly is belonging to the Brahminical, and the here founder of the Sunga is Pushyamitra Shunga. He Shunga dynasty, Pushyamitra Shunga. He defeated Kalingas and Vidyasara, and his information indicate in the Hathi Gufa inscriptions. And the second thing, the Kanva empire. So after the before the death of the Devabhuti, which is last empire and killed by the Vasudeva Kanya, that's why we are seeing the Kanva empire, and it is also important. And the second is the Satavahana Andhra empire. Satavahana is the most native effective rulers, because he wants to merge their territories because of the Mauryan empire divided into several parts. After death of the Ashoka, he merged, and he mentioned beautifully many of the things Satavahana, and he because Satavahanas are located in the Central Asia and Central Asia, Deccan, and it is Satavahanas divided into five branches: Upper Deccan, Afghanistan, Mathura, Punjab, and in Western India. So and after that the foreign rulers came. Foreign rulers came in Ashoka's time, in Chandragupta's time, related to the Megasthenes, Alexander, Nicholas. So that is but the Mauryan Empire decline. Foreign rulers invade. Firstly, Indo-Greeks. Indo-Greeks, we have seen the Gracio in India establishes, and the first ruler of the foreign rulers, that is Demetrius I. His capital of the Sakala, and the next thing, that he introduced into gold coins, and after death of the Demetrius I, his son after death Demetrius, civil war amongst the kingdom. So that's why kingdom and all together are independent. So so that's why we are Apollodotus first. He is a real Indo-Greeks, and he occupied the Punjab region and Gandhar region. And the second thing is then after the death of Apollodotus II, he also acquired the whole Punjab and many things. Second is the Sakas ruler is also famous because of the Saka is also famous because of the many of he contribute many of the things, and the last is the Kusanas. Kusana is or Kusana is their founder of the Kujul, and in Kusanas the Kanishka is most important ruler because he also called as a second Ashoka because he also propaganda Buddhism in Sri Lanka, and many of the, he also he controlled the Silk route. He and the last ruler is the Sangam ruler, that is Chola Empire, Cheras and Pandyas. He located in the South Tamil Nadu sides area. So we have completed our topics. Now we are going towards of the conclusion. Conclusion. In this term we have seen the Mauryan Empire was a great and largest powerful, and there is a well developed tradition system, cultural, and he give the tolerance, peace and ethical values, moral values, which have seen in our today's Indian culture, and we have, and my team member also effort are very high peak because he di- he really he appreciable things. He did very hard work, and we have seen there is a report shown in the presentation. And the one thing that is the one I want to put one quote: wake up, rise until or unless wake up, rise, don't stop until or unless you get success. So here is the thing.
Shivani, come. First, show me your slides. So, you have said about the Ashoka and his contribution, and some of the members, especially Mawsam, has also talked about the Bindusara. So, actually, if you see the whole consolidation of the empire, Bindusara did the commendable work as compared to Ashoka. But why we give credit? Why we often give credit to only Ashoka? Why we are forgetting about the contribution made by Bindusara in the history?
It was great. Bindusara contribute a lot, but if we see at the terms of how Ashoka become Chandasok to Dhammasok, the meaning of non-violence, how he spread Buddhism to every of the home. He go to as a king. The king never go to the foot of any of the person, but he give at the bottom level, and he contribute in the lots of things. Also in the terms of stupas, inscription in every sector we will see, in every sector in all over the Indias. If we see in the terms of Asoka Dhamma also, there is the terms of non-violence which speak about the respect of women also, teachers also. In the terms we can contribute a lots of things to Asoka.
Fine, fine. What about the Bindusara's contribution in the society?
Bindusara contribute a lot in the terms of expansion of Maurya period, because he is the second emperor of the Maurya dynasty, and as we know that he birthed in the situation where he can die. Due to that, we are also contributing him in the terms of very things, and due to the markation of in his head, the why he is known as Bindusara. It is also the main thing how he tackle all of the death situation.
Okay, awesome, come here. Awesome. You have spoken about the. First, you show your slides. You have talked about the Bindusara, no? Yes, Bindusara was also a very great ruler as compared to Chandragupta and Ashoka also. So, you tell me how Bindusara actually consolidated the whole empire, and how he exceeded his empire more as compared to his father.
Bindusara concluded her father's expanded the kingdom because he is a very good king for on kingdom, and this thing Bindusara is thinking that I expanded the kingdom, that I can very big empire and they can build many things And then Bindusaras decided to conclude the expanded of kingdom like southern India and many parts of India.
Okay, can you tell me the role of women in Bindusara's era? How was the position of women in Bindusara's reign?
Good position of Bindusara's period. They can treat very good for women's and respected the women's just like Bindusara's social life is very religious belief and military powers respected, and many things are very good for Bindusara's time period.
Yes. You come, Rupam. Rupam, show me your slides. Yes, you have talked about the life of Ashoka. So I want to ask you, do you think the period of Ashoka or the tenure of Ashoka is theocratic? Means Ashoka only give emphasis on Buddhism, do you think so?
Yes, sir.
How?
Because he is
Okay. Before speaking, uh, Ashoka has a great interest in Buddhism. What about the other religion? There was a other religion also, Jainism, Hinduism. What about the situation of other religion in Ashoka's time?
because Ashoka time is the great for Buddhism, but he is the other religion for Jainism and Brahmanism and Buddhism and Exism. So is the respect of Ashoka's and good religions for Ashoka time, because Ashoka is not depressed for any peoples. In you choose for freedom for peoples for choosing for religions, and Ashoka is the mind change because he is the change of Buddhism, but not all peoples for change in
Okay,
Buddhism.
fine. Can you tell me the some contribution made by the Ashoka to other religions also? Can you tell me?
Yes, you are respect for other religions.
No, that is the concept of your policy of Dhamma.
Yes.
Correct. I'm asking you, can you tell me Ashoka has led some contribution to other religion also? How he contributed to the other religions? Whether he has contributed in gifting some caves, other things to other religions? No, let her speak. She has given her answer beautifully. I'm asking you the counter question.
Yes, you are caves are Jainism. He is the caves and any pillars for any religions. Not see because he is a stupa is the Buddhism religions. In for your the Ashoka is the great for Buddhism. No respect for stupas, any stupa, because he is the related of Bihar is Bodh Gaya stupas. In Sanchi stupas is the Buddhas.
It is all about your Buddhist.
Yes.
I'm asking about the other religions. Other religions. We know about what he has made his contribution in Buddhism. And we can see in the Japan, South Korea, everywhere. Because of him, still Buddhism is surviving in most of the part of the world.
Yes.
But I am asking you what he made contribution in other religions. Jainism, like your Brahmanism. You have some idea about that?
Yes, sir.
You want to take?
If we see the Varna system, there is all types of religion in Ashoka's also, which magazines also say that he is very confusing about the Varna system. But if we see, there is all types of religion, and if we are respecting any of the culture like Jainism, as the Ashoka's grandfather follows Jainism, due to that he is respecting all of the religion, where also the small caste people also. That reason we can say that respecting any of the religion is great at the terms of contribution.
Okay. Sanjay, come. Sanjay, you have told us about the Maurya, Ashoka, Ashoka had made 84,000 stupas, correct?
Yes.
And he built other monastery and other essential things also dedicated for your Buddhism. So why he adopted Buddhism?
I don't know, sir.
Anyone want to take? Yes. Apart from Shivani?
Yes, sir. The mainly reason of the Kalinga War. Before Kalinga War, there's Brahminism, but Kalinga War, he depressed because he killing several of the person who the bloods who shown the blood, he mind goes depressed, and adopt the he made the Buddha Bhagwan, Buddha God, and he converted in the
You
Buddha.
think he made the Buddha?
No, sir. He know, sir. Buddha is he listened to the other persons. That's why he.
There was that time there was other religion also like Jainism. Jainism is in fact more peaceful than Buddhism. So why he had not adopted the Jainism?
Because of the sir.
And in fact, Chandragupta was a follower of Jainism.
Yes, sir.
He could have followed the same religion, what his grandfather was adopted.
But the Ashoka's, sir, all our mind are not same. So Ashoka think the other things. He Ashoka think that it is good for us because in this we which he shown which is useful for us, and we can save our others life. So we have go the that side.
Fine. Rahul, it's your turn. Just show me your slide. Post-mortem. Okay, fine. So you have told us about what was the reason why there was a disintegration of the big empire like Maurya, correct?
Yes, sir.
And Maurya empire survived, I think, for 150 years, almost 150 years. So, what lessons should we take from the episode of disintegration of modern empire? What can we learn from the process of disintegration of the empire?
Sir, in this integration, we have seen we have seen the in the time of Ashoka, they could manage because of that they have very good systems, also the good administration systems. But after the death of Ashoka, he totally disbalance. Their administration also that disbalance. So there is no any powerful empire who can manage the administration and all about. That's why and many of the things.
Okay, so conclude is what have experience have you gained? Anyone can conclude.
Through this presentation, we learn a lots of things like how to do teamwork, where if any team didn't get the point, then we have to understand them as like I am a junior. That reason I am experienced, but I am a junior. But I respect my elders who is giving me beautiful things about the post Mauryas also, and everything's also in through this process of this 10 days and 12 days. We learn a lots of things like how to do computer skills, how to change the slide, because in this time the technology are very high, and we are not know about the computer as much, but through this process we learn about that. And at last I am very thankful to my teacher who giving me this stage to represent myself and this opportunity on the day of presentation. I am very thankful to you.
Clap for them, very good.